Morning, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Certified Hoarder Show. You've got a lot of interests competing for your attention, and you're sitting here for a few minutes giving it to me. I hope to make this something that can help you with your life. I just realized I'm not looking directly at the camera because on my last video where I exposed myself as the evil narcissist, man, there was so many people came out of the woodwork to throw love on me, and a handful that you could tell that they were just hateful people. One of them said, because I refuse to look at the camera, I must be lying. Every single word that I told was the truth. If I look at the camera, my brain is focused on maintaining focus. My brain is composed on what do I look like to the person who's looking at me. I wander around. For me to access my thoughts, this is what I do. I'm not even looking at anything. Something could walk right by in front of me if I'm deep in my thoughts, but I can't access my thoughts if my focus is on anything but finding my thoughts, because these thoughts are so repressed and buried. So, let's see. Today, I've got so much on my mind, I'll probably make like 5 videos right now. But today's first thought that I want to cover is neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters, hormones, right? We all know about them from human experience and from medical literature and articles and videos and self-proclaimed experts, which I'm not. I'm self-proclaimed not expert. But I'm learning about them. So I've been learning about them for a long time because of sickness in my family, because of mental health issues throughout my entire life, throughout my entire family, throughout my entire life. Dietary stuff. I have a lineage of 3. My grandmother, my aunt, and my cousin. That's a mother, a daughter, a son. All 3. All 3 are dead from diabetes. Dead. 47. Dead. So health is a big thing in my mind. Now, I have allergies, and my allergies are up, so I'm going to clear my throat a lot. I hate it. I'm sorry. Please bear with me. That's why my eyes are all puffy, too. I raise goats, pigs, dogs, and I have raised a family. A whole nother sidetrack in mind. So, this is about hormones in females and how an animal can show you what they need without pushing you away or offending you or confusing you or hurting your feelings. A female has words, a spouse has words, a girlfriend has words. So they're driven by the same kind of hormones, but they use words to try to get their needs met. And oftentimes these are needs that they don't even understand themselves. So if you are buried in feminism, which is trying to ruin your life and steal your joy, if you are buried in feminism, you will find this extremely offensive, and you will need to call me names, which I invite. The comment box is down below. Call me anything you want. I'll pray for you. This might trigger some people. This might trigger some brainwashed females into thinking that I mean it to degrade them or to hurt them. But my true meaning is to help them, because I'm now facing my 2nd divorce. I'm not going to say it's my fault. It's our fault. It's our failure to understand what God created when He wanted us married. But my dog and my goats and my pigs are showing me things that I couldn't understand, because my wife couldn't communicate them to me in a way that I couldn't be injured and wounded by it. And these animals, I know these animals depend on me. Like, there's no question. There's no question. They can't get out and get themselves water or get themselves food. Whereas a spouse can do for themselves what they're asking you to do. And that can be, when you're up to your eyeballs in bills and debt and stress and pressure, and you need somebody to support you that's not supporting you, and they're rejecting you on one hand and demanding that you coddle and comfort and care for them on the other, you get resentful. Resentment, Satan is the master of stoking and provoking resentment in a marriage. He's the master of it. And I want to be a fire extinguisher against the darkness that is creeping into your marriage. I want to put that evil fire out so that you can rekindle that godly flame that you had when you first met, that eagerness to be this person's partner because you admired and respected and wanted to catch them, and you thought highly of them, and you wanted them to think highly of you. That's good stuff. That's where I want you to get back to. Satan wants you to now see your spouse, who has male and female. This is all of us. Satan wants you to see your spouse as low and trashy and lazy and this and that. He wants to highlight their things that they've kept in the shadows, and the things that, anything that can provoke you toward wrath, anything that can make you angry. I got to get back on track, because this is really about that dog that's right over there. She's pregnant. Her name is Roxy. She's a little rescued stray. All her siblings were born underneath a house on this dope road, and I would say that they were all eaten by coyotes or whatever else. So here was this little itty bitty street mutt puppy that I took in. So I have a pack of 4 dogs. She's the only pregnant one. And there was definitely a change in her. She has a need for more support and attention and affection from me since she's gotten pregnant. She will annoyingly try to get my hand, put her nuzzle up under my hand. She's trying all the time. If I'm reaching for, I got a bowl right here and a bowl right here, and I'm scooping out of the food bin, she tries to get up in my armpit and lift my hand and push my hand out of the way. She's saying, touch me, pet me, love me, show me security. I need you to reassure me. I need you to reassure me. I need you to reassure me. I have a pig right now that is in heat, my sow. She might be pregnant, but I think she's just in heat. But there's no question, I've been upping the carbs in her diet, which is causing her to become insulin resistant. When it's time to breed, puberty and pregnancy, those are the 2 times when your body will intentionally go insulin resistant to store up energy to increase the size of your body so that you can grow a baby and support and nourish that baby. And so I'm in a phase right now of fattening her to get her to conceive. So I know her hormones are all rising, and she's more whiny. She needs me more. She calls me more. She speaks to me more. When I'm trying to just go straighten out things in the pen, she wants me to touch her. She wants me to scratch her ears. She wants me to put my hand on her neck. She wants me to talk to her. I blow in her face. She goes crazy smelling my breath. That's that's our intimacy, that's our security. To her, these animals are locked in a pen. And, the dogs aren't, but they're all here, and they all can't leave of their own free will. So they all depend on me to get their needs met, just like your spouse. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Men have needs from you, ladies. We have needs. I'll make another video on exactly why we need sex and respect. We need these things. Subscribe for that video, because it's going to be a good one. You want to fix your marriage? You need to hear it from a guy that's blown up a couple of them, that's wounded, that is willing to confess everything. Your husband's got all that stuff that he's buried, and he's clammed up, and he won't speak because he's so wounded and he's afraid what you'll think of him. I don't have that problem. I don't give a damn what you think of me. I care what you think about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Don't talk bad about him to me if you don't want to get deleted. But you can talk bad about me. You can bruise me. That won't hurt. Well, I take it back. It does, but I'm getting better at letting it roll off my back. So, yeah, subscribe if you want to work on your marriage, if you want to work on having peace. I'm going through the most beautiful, peaceful, loving, kind divorce ever. Ever. We are definitely, God has shown us that we need to part ways. Shown us that. And we are doing it lovingly and with support. And that's not I want to get back. It's not. If you want the kind of peace in your chaotic life that I have, and I have almost killed myself several times, if you want the kind of peace that I have, that I never could have apart from God, subscribe to my channel. I want to lead you there. Okay? I want to lead you there. These animals need their needs met. And one of the primary needs is they need to feel loved, secured, important, chosen, safe, protected. Okay? They want to feel that they have intimacy with someone reliable, competent, dependable, and kind. It's not to say that I don't whoop their asses. I do. When they need it, I give it. They don't want a pushover or a coward. They don't want somebody they can walk all over, where I don't have good fences, good boundaries, and threats can come in through these boundaries, or they can get out and go off and get lost or get eaten outside these boundaries. there's 11,000 volts on this fence. Fortunately, right now it's turned off so that I don't back into it and do the hokey pokey, which would probably get me a lot of views. But I keep really strong boundaries around here to keep my loved things and loved ones in, and the things that wish to cause them harm out. That is a man's job. It is not a woman's job. That's why the single mom thing that feminism has created, that's why single moms are burning themselves out. They were designed to find a man who can provide a safe, secure place for them to be fully feminine, for them to be loved, give love, create new life, and cherish and nurture and care for that life without thinking, are all the doors locked? Is that who's driving slow in front of the house? Who's this? Who's that? In the middle of the night, what was that sound? What was that sound? I have to get up and find my pistol. And what's my safe combination? I have to protect the kids. I have to protect. A woman was not designed for that. A man was. It comes so natural to me. So natural to me. I live on a road full of crazies, and they yell and scream all night. And in my subconscious, I know their voices. There's a certain crowd that can be yelling and screaming, and I will not wake up because they're not a threat. I will wake up from a dream or from dead sleep when I hear the voice of someone new. I don't have to try. I do not have to try. It's my nature. It's my identity. Protect what is mine with violence if necessary. You can have peace or you can have war, right? Well, people, threats, respect the risk of annihilation. The only thing you have to do to convince threats to leave you alone, to have peace in a threatening world, is to convince that world that you are very capable of being extremely dangerous, if necessary. What's that saying? An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. The next one that I'm going to make, subscribe for this. The next one I'm going to make is going to be about young girls that are sexually abused and the consequences that it has on adulthood. Because my entire life I've been surrounded by women who have had that happen. Why? Because a man lapsed in doing his job of securing that little girl. And I've got a little girl. I've got a little girl, a beautiful one. You better believe my identity is in keeping that baby safe. Thanks for watching. God bless you.